born April 4th in San Antonio, Texas. He is a graduate of NYU and co-founder of the Red Dog Squadron Theater Company in Los Angeles, who has appeared in such films as Beer Fest and Dukes of Hazzard. But these days, you can see him as the star of the USA series, Psych. Please welcome, James Roday.
We said we'd never bring you back, but yet here you are again, James Roday.
That's quite the intro, man. Props to you guys.
How have you been?
No complaints, man. I live a charmed life. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice to have you back. Sure,
Thanks for having me.
Of course, you fourth season, the fourth season premiere, for God's sake. Of course,
It's
you have
crazy,
a show like
and it's a ways off too. So you can circle your calendars and really start thinking about it.
Why have they sent you out in June to talk about August?
You know, you've got me. But I generally go where they tell me to go and do what they tell me to do.
Where are you at right now? Where are you at right this very second, and what can you see?
I'm in Vancouver, which is where we shoot and pretend like we're in Santa Barbara. I'm looking out the balcony. It's overcast, a lot like what Seattle looks like, I would imagine, right now.
Yeah.
It's going to rain soon, and we've got road signs and stoplights just like we do in America.
Are you shooting all day, or are you just hanging out?
We'll be shooting all day today.
See, look at you, Psych, USA Network guys. It debuts August the 7th, but it's June, so we need to get a good 6 weeks run on it. We need to make sure that we really take some time over the next 6 weeks to talk about that season premiere.
Start feeling it. Start feeling it now.
We were talking off the air. It's people know you as Sean on Psych and the German Messenger in Beer Fest. Now, the German Messenger didn't actually have a character name, did he?
No, he just came in and met his untimely demise.
Beer bonged to death.
He did. He got bonged to death.
And, of course, Billy Prickett in Dukes of Hazzard. We were talking off the air about the sad note is about Chicken killing himself a couple weeks ago. It's just one of those things, like, the guys like you that knew him, that did the movie Dukes of Hazzard with him, guys like us that did radio with him for years. It's sad, man. It's unbelievable.
Incredibly sad, man, and shocking. He was a family man, and he was a really funny guy, and he was a wild guy. But you would never think that there was enough going on where, something like that could happen.
Well, he definitely liked to get faded. And, I mean, just it's the endless stories of he and I, and then him just calling the show completely off his rocker. But he was never a down guy. That's what surprised me about the whole thing with Chicken is Chicken liked to get off the, he wasn't above doing some drugs and drinking, but it didn't drag him to a dark place. It always kind of put him in a funnier place for himself.
I agree. I mean, I spent 3 months with the guy, and I couldn't keep up with him, but never in a million years would I guess that it would go to that place.
You know what? I've got a DVD that his good friend put together. Like, it was actually a reel that was supposed to go to some agents just before he decided to take a stupid way out. But so they ended up changing it out to kind of a tribute, man. I'll mail you one.
Oh, man, I love that.
Yeah. So let's talk about some better stuff, James. Let's talk about like I said, congratulations on Psych on the USA Network. Now you're a big star now, dude. You must have purchased something kick-ass by the time the fourth season rolls around. You got to be getting paid.
Yeah, it's a gift that keeps on giving, and it finally got me back to New York, and I now own a tiny little slice of the best city in the world.
You bought yourself a place in New York City. That's big money.
I did. It was the place that Psych built, and I'm very lucky, man. There's no way around that.
Now, tell me this: for those who haven't seen the show, I'll have to explain, because it's a police consultant. You has detectives convinced that you're psychic, although you're not psychic at all. You're just incredibly acutely aware. You have great powers of observation.
You take the mentalist, add a black guy, and about 75% more jokes, and you have our show.
And so it's part monk, part CSI.
Yeah, it's procedural every week. You get to follow a case, and somebody dies, and you get to try and pick who the killer is. But really, you're tuning in to watch two men in their 30s act like they're 12.
Now, are you married? Are you single? What's your story?
I am not married, but I have the best girlfriend in the entire world.
Is this a new relationship, old relationship?
We've been going strong now for a couple of years and change, and she's made out of sunshine. Actually, is what she's made out of.
You know what? I know she's sitting right there. Nobody talks like that unless she's laying in bed naked right next to you.
She's fully clothed, but she is in the vicinity.
You know what? We better say hi to her. What's her name?
Her Her name is Maggie.
Maggie.
You probably know her best as Detective Juliet O'Hara on Psych.
Oh, someone is fishing in their own pond now, aren't they, James?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm breaking all the rules, man.
Let's pull up Maggie. And what's Maggie's last name?
Lawson.
Maggie Lawson. I'm going to IMDb her right now.
Oh, nice, man.
See, that's how we roll with that. Can we say hello to Maggie?
Sure you can.
All right, then. Let's see if she... Hello?
Yo.
You don't sound like Maggie.
No, I'm she's no longer in the living room.
Did she run off? Wow, she's a hot blonde girl. She
Yeah.
got those
Here she
blue
is.
eyes and white teeth. Jesus Christ, you've outkicked your coverage, James.
Hello.
Hello, Maggie. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you. Well, I IMDb'd you.
You're plotting.
Yes, of course. Well,
It's
James.
early. It's early for applause.
James has told us that.
How are you?
Very good. Thanks for doing the show. James has told us that a couple years ago he seduced you on the set, or did you seduce him?
I think there was a little seducing happening on both sides, actually. He claims to have done all of the seducing. Is that what he's telling you?
Of course he did. He said he swept you off your feet and you couldn't wait to bed him. He said you were simply powerless against his sexual prowess.
All right. Well, he's absolutely right.
Is that right?
That's exactly how it was. Yes.
He said you threw
couldn't
yourself at him.
resist.
You threw yourself at him, he said. He said it was almost embarrassing.
All right.
So tell me
I threw myself at you.
you know what in all seriousness he said you were in the other room.
All
He said
right.
he said you were made of sunshine.
Uh,
I was like, oh my God, his happiness it sickens me.
is
That kind of
it sickens you.
that kind of healthy, happy love that just sickens me.
It's pretty good, huh?
Yeah. So aren't you worried though? Okay, now both you guys work on the same TV show.
Yes.
If it goes south, you guys start up this relationship. You're attracted to each other. You're working together all the time. You see each other all the time. Then you become, closer. Aren't you worried that if it goes bunk, then who has to leave the show? Does he got to leave the show? Do you got to leave the show?
No, I think the answer to that is that it doesn't go bunk.
Yeah. Well, have the producers? Did they ever sit you guys down and go, listen, the show works, and now you guys are effing it up?
No.
Nobody ever said.
I think we do a pretty good job of keeping. There's like the work element and the personal element, and I think we do a pretty good job of keeping them separate.
Wow, you know what? The show is great. By the way, we're talking about how well it's doing, and he's the psychic with acute powers of observation. Now, in real life, is he that observant? Does he really pick up on all the fine things?
He's pretty good. Yeah, I would say one of the most aware and of most people I know. I think this has actually made him more so.
Now you're in love with him, and you're going to be Miss Roday someday. You're going to be Maggie Lawson, or will he be James Lawson?
We're just basking in all of this sunshine, as he says right now.
All right, you know what? It was good to talk to you, Miss Maggie.
Good to talk to you.
And can you put James back on?
I don't know.
Pretty please.
What do you think?
Thank you.
Okay, all right. All right, hang on.
Hi, Maggie.
Bye.
I like her.
Yeah,
She seemed to be all right.
How was that? A little special treat of the day. Not bad, right?
Dude, beautiful. I'm looking at her picture right now. What'd you do to her? You roofie her? What'd you do? Abduct her? Brainwash her?
It was a variety of drugs. Created an unbelievable cocktail, yeah.
Slowly breaking her down mentally until she had no self-esteem and she's afraid to leave you. Genius.
Yep.
Genius. Roday.
That's how I do it.
You, how long, before we wrap, how long did you guys hide it from everybody else before you guys came out with your love?
Well, first, we spent a good year not doing anything because we thought that was the responsible thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Then when we finally sort of gave into it, we kind of eased our way in. People knew sometime towards the end of the second season, I'd say.
Listen, James.
Yeah, dude.
You are, you've outkicked your coverage. She's beautiful. Congratulations on the show. I don't think life could get any better for you, brother.
I agree with you. I'm a lucky man. Thanks for squeezing me in.
Hey, James, you come by anytime. You're always welcome here, man. Everybody, remember, in August, we'll keep reminding them to watch on USA Network. Psych, it debuts August 7th, man. And James, you come by anytime.
Thanks, brother.
See you, brother.
Bye.